All right, so today we have a match between Bill McKee in the white gi and Jeremy Rougeau in the black gi. So they grip up, both have a collar and a sleeve grip. Jeremy instantly looks for a outside foot sweep, and he starts moving Bill around. Bill looks like he's starting to try to counter the grip a little bit. Jeremy's still looking for that foot sweep. Snaps Bill down. Bill gets right back up to his feet. Okay. All right, so Bill pulls. He kind of pulls into a half-hearted open guard. Needs to establish some hooks. Okay, so right here, he really wants to get that knee shield going if he's going to let Jeremy. All right, now pull him into a closed guard. So he needs to beat that elbow, Jeremy's left elbow. He needs to get his hip inside of that left elbow to try to nullify his pass because Jeremy's got a good, strong grip on that collar. So pull him in, lock your legs. Good job, Bill. So now he's got his closed guard. So here he can start attacking the collar, start trying to break Jeremy's posture down. So a good tip for here is to make the guy that's on top have to defend with his hands. So you do that by attacking his collar or you attack his grips. So if you start climbing up and start attacking the dude's neck with cross collar chokes and whatnot, his hands have to go to defend. So it stops him from being able to really set up grips. It gives you a little time to be able to look for arm drags and whatnot off the sleeve grips. So Bill's doing a good job of trying to double up on that one arm to pull it in. But Jeremy's got too much pressure going forward. Looks like he's going to be able to settle into a good top reverse case of position. So as soon as he beats that knee, Jeremy's going to settle. So he's kind of there now. Bill's doing a nice job of keeping his right elbow in to check Jeremy's hip, though. So that's why Jeremy's not able to settle his hip in really tight to that reverse case. So he steps out, continue to pass north and south a little bit. So you get away from Bill's legs. So yeah, Bill turned. He's starting to make his escape, and Jeremy spins around and starts looking to take the back. Now, Jeremy likes the clock choke from here. So let's see if he starts attacking that. Yeah, Jeremy really likes this clock choke. So from here, sometimes a really good out is you roll with the choke. So if Bill would turn, okay, so he waited a little too long, but if he'd have turned kind of with the choke and rolled to his body, like his back to the mat, that helps a lot with alleviating that pressure. But Jeremy used that clock choke to try to spin around back and get those hooks in. So that was a nice job on that. So right here, Bill really needs to watch that top arm. So he's holding that sleeve and looking to control one of Jeremy's grips so he doesn't have to worry about the choke grip getting fed or whatever. But you really got to watch that because guys are going to want to transition to that top arm lock. So he's starting to dig in that foot. He's looking to kind of catch a quarter guard. And right there, he's telling his coach, he's like, I can't hear you. It's pretty funny. He's calm enough to be able to speak back to the guy to say, hey, you got to talk louder. So that's pretty neat. So yeah, you see how Jeremy's feeding that grip. I think that's why Bill was starting to hold that sleeve grip earlier on when Jeremy got the position. Jeremy's a guy you don't want him getting this grip on his on that collar there, man. If he gets that collar grip, he's very tough. Like a training partner I had for years, man. Best training partner was Elton Tootle. And if Elton got your back and he got a grip, and what in the world's going on here? That cameraman's not too smart or something. But yeah, if Elton got a grip on a collar and he had your back, it was pretty much, good night, Irene. He was going to choke you out. Jeremy's very similar to that. So right here, Bill, you want to address those grips. Like you got to address that collar grip. So one thing I like to do is try to fight inside of the guy's hand, like inside of the pad of the hand to be able to break the grip to loosen his fingers up. And the other thing you can do is you can kind of go belly down. So right here, you turn it into the choke. You want to go belly down and try to spin all the way to the other way. Ideally, you don't want to go belly down, but that's one of the ways you're going to get rid of that choke. So he's still on that choke, still on it. I think he turned it into a rear naked. Yeah, that's deep. Good job. Nice attack, Jeremy. All right, so they restart. No, they're not done yet. Dude, this camera guy is horrible. All right, so they restart, and they're kind of starting from the knees. So Bill does the same thing. He kind of pulls guard. And Jeremy's starting to laugh now. I think they're starting to play around a little bit. I doubt that's going to last very long, though, because Jeremy's pretty serious when he rolls. He focuses really hard. So, Bill, keep your feet on him. Like place some sort of feet on the hips type of guard. So here you're kind of playing like an open guard with like a butterfly hook, but he's killing your right foot from being able to be used. And I'm guessing he's going to end up dropping out. Yeah. So he stepped over that leg and nice, Bill. Drive up, face him, get those legs back in the game, and start looking for an underhook now on the right side. because he's forcing you to half guard on your left hip. So try to kick that leg through, grab the half guard, and maybe turn all the way. So right here, drive that elbow into the knee, start climbing that bottom leg up, and try to solidify your half guard a little better. So right here, you want to be able to keep pressure with your top foot to keep his ankle pinned to you. And then as you turn your hips a little, it'll start lifting his knee off the ground. And a lot of times you could drop that bottom leg in for a better half guard, and then start looking to set up your underhook half guard where you get your underhook and start turning to take the back. So right here, yep, you're starting to move towards it. You just got to make sure you don't lose his foot. So just make sure you keep that foot tight, and you got to work that bottom leg in. So he's got the mount now and tapped. I guess that was an Americana, it looked like. The camera angle wasn't too good, but pretty sure that's what it was. And they restart again. Let's see if Bill plays top this time. Back to the bottom. So you keep putting yourself in that same position with him. At least give yourself a little bit more of a chance to try to play the top and force him the bottom, and you can put some pressure on him instead of having to be under the pressure that Jeremy's coming with, because Jeremy's solid. He's got good passing, nice heavy forward pressure style of passing. All right, so he's looking to kind of lift him up with like a double belt grip and maybe flip him over his shoulder. Really start looking to take advantage of maybe omoplatas and those type of things, Bill, when guys start grabbing around like that, because omoplatas are going to open. You just got to look for them. So right here, you need to immediately get that left underhook, Bill. Left underhook, and then you can start working yourself all the way up. So you say you're grabbing your pant right there, just stretch your underhook up and start controlling his hips. And don't be afraid to go to your knees and look for those takedowns. So still hanging on that leg. Jeremy's going to start building pressure. So Jeremy's probably going for a Kimura here. No, look for a knee bar. That surprised me. Good defense all the way up. Get the mount, get the mount, get the mount, or at least take top. Up, 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 up. Good. All right, round's over. So right there, you were starting to make a little bit of advancement, Bill. Fight for that top position, man. And, yeah, give it hell. Good roll, guys.